Testing, testing, testing. Check sound, check sound, check sound, sound check, sound check, check sound. Right, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you're watching this from. Greetings and peace to all of you um, from an Indonesian villager. I hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day. Okay? My name is Denny. Okay? This is Denny the villager. I'm not a native English speaker, but I like to use English to connect with people around the world, and I use this platform to practice, learn, and grow. And I also ask questions. Okay? Today's question is maybe uncomfortable for some people. The question is why? Okay, are some people too easily offended? Okay, people have encounter differences, and sometimes people make jokes, and they get offended, or maybe the jokes was too far. What do you guys think? Okay? So that's the start of the live stream. Maybe I should type it in. Okay, are people, how do you spell people? Are people, no, are people too easily, spelling, easily offended, something like this, I think. Right. There you go. And I don't normally go live stream around this time. I usually started my live stream earlier in the morning, but I had something to do. Okay, it's important for my future. So yes, everyone is welcome, guys. In the meantime, I'm going to cook food. Okay, but maybe before I cook some food, I will maybe have my lunch. Okay. Yeah, I'll have my lunch. Today's menu is egg again. Alright, so I'm gonna fry some eggs for me. Okay. Alright, welcome people. Yes. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I need to increase the font size because I struggle to read your text. Okay, guys? I will pause this for a few seconds. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, don't go anywhere. No. Okay, so you are not one of those people who are too easily offended. I see. Okay, okay. And then Lala said yes. Okay. All right. So Lala said yes, yes, yes. Are people too easily offended? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people are like that. Yes. I don't blame you for thinking like that. So guys, by the way, if you are new here, okay, if you're new here, share where you guys watching this from. Which country are you are from? I'm from Indonesia, but I'm in Abu Dhabi right now. And Vihan said yes. All right. Okay. Vihan said yes. All right. Right. Yeah. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Okay. If you you are welcome to talk about something else. Okay. Besides this, you are welcome to maybe elaborate, what, maybe give an example if you want, or just talk about anything, okay? In this live stream, we talk about many different topics. Sometimes we talk about economy, sometimes we talk about cultures, and sometimes about beliefs, but and sometimes about religions. But this is not a debate live stream, okay? This is not a debate live stream. All right. Manik asked, "What food do you eat every day?" Every day I eat different food, but there's one thing that is constant, which is rice. Yes. What can I say? Rice. I'm addicted to rice. Yeah. Hello, HNS. Welcome, HNS. You work in the UAE? Yes, yes. I used to work. Okay, I have resigned, Davis. I've resigned. And SpongeBob say, hello, welcome, SpongeBob. Yes. And John, welcome. Hi, John. Yes. Yes, yes. Rice. Constant food for Indonesian villagers. Hello, Monta. Welcome. And Bobo. Hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Come, join. Just join the conversation, guys. Okay. Where are you guys from? Okay. Let's start from there. Okay. I want to know. This villager wants to know. This is a nosy villager, guys. Nosy villager wants to know. And John said, like, he likes rice. Yeah. Bobo's from the Philippines. Yeah, welcome. Arizona, Monta. All right, welcome, Arizona. No meat. Yeah, Manik. Like this. Fish. Sometimes we have fish like this, and mixed with vegetables like this, right? Okay. And chicken, but one thing that is constant is rice. Okay. Malayali from India, Davis. Yes, welcome. And John from the flag. I think the flag is from Canada, if I'm not mistaken, right? Good food. Oh, thank you, Bobo. Yes. Good food. Good people. Good body. It's hot here. Please help. Yeah, Monta. I bet it's not as hot as here in Abu Dhabi. It's 47 to 48 degrees Celsius, and it's still considered not hot. In summer, the normal temperature is 50 or 49 degrees Celsius. Okay. Sorry, guys. That's the sound of my washing machine. Talk. Where are you from? I'm from Indonesia, Bobo. Yeah. From Indonesia. It's cold here. Bobo, where are you again? It's cold. Oh, I also have bananas, guys. A beautiful bunch of ripe bananas. Hello, Heroic. Welcome back, Heroic. How are you? And guys, I'm hungry. Is it okay if I eat and do live stream at the same time? You remember me? Adam, welcome back, Adam. Yeah, I remember you from last night, Adam. Welcome back. Guys, that's the sound of my washing machine, okay? It's not someone knocking on the door. My washing machine said, shut up. All right, Heroic. Yes, welcome back, Heroic. I'm gonna fry an egg. Monta is Mexican. Hey, you are having a World Cup event there, Monta. Mexico has good football team. Yeah? Euro African said, I remember you. You said that good. Oh, Euro. This is your last warning, Euro. Okay, you don't say things like that in the live stream. Okay, people live stream, Euro. There's no such thing as freedom of speech, Euro African. Okay, I will report you to YouTube. Okay, you do that again. This is your last warning, okay? One and only. No freedom of speech on YouTube, okay? Especially not in my live stream. There's no such thing. Oh, Monta, you're not in Mexico. You're in Arizona. Okay. Alright, Euro, you asked for it. I did warn you. I'm gonna make you an example, okay? Euro, African. Let's see, right? Click report. There's a commercial content, spam, pornography, sexually explicit material, child abuse, speech, graphic violence. Oh, I found one. Okay, this one. Alright, and this one, report, and then YouTube is processing it, and then yeah, Danny gets offended easily. Yes, Davis. Good morning, Shay. How are you? Yeah, Davis. This is a family-friendly channel. Sorry about the sound. It's my washing machine sound, guys. Can we have a house tour? No, Monta. It's not for free. I charge people for a tour. Sorry guys about the sound. "12 hours without a cigarette." Say yes. Good job. David said lots of Indians in the UAE, run 40% of the population. Maybe, yeah, Davis. 40% Indians, and then Pakistan, and yeah, and yes, and Bangladesh, and then the rest is coming from different countries here. And say people nowadays are strong enough to take different point of view nowadays. Yeah, maybe. Especially me, you know, all insults, you know, too strong insults. You guys are too strong. Sorry, the sound of my washing machine, okay? Just I need to press it here. Mickey said yes, including Christians who are commanded not to take any offense. I don't know about that, okay? I'm not gonna comment on that. Sir, you're really open-minded and understanding. Oh, thank you, Shay. You gotta go. All right, Monta. Okay, all right. Take care, Monta. I'm gonna fry the egg here, guys. It's my favorite food, guys. I have eggs. I have another egg. 2 eggs. Hello, Natsky. Welcome. How are you? Welcome here. Okay, I'm from Indonesia, Natsky. Where are you from? All right. Don't worry, Danny. It's in the Bible not to take offense. Take my word for it. Okay, Mickey. Right. I've just tried to be careful, Mickey. I don't want to offend my Christian friends here, okay? Nice guy from Pakistan. Okay, welcome. Adam said cigarettes hurt your lungs, by the way. Yeah. Tell that to Shay. How long have you been in the UAE? Yeah, Davis, I've been here for 4 years. Okay, but I've resigned. I've resigned from my work, Shay. Davis, sorry. I've resigned from my work, and I'm ready to go home. I just, waiting for my wife to finish her contract. She's also resigned. So we're going home together. Okay. That's why I'm busy here in the kitchen. My wife is just finishing her contract. Because we have enough. 4 years, Adam, yes. I thought smoking deeply is healthy. That's why I'm about to stop because I want to ruin my body. So, what does your wife do? She's also a teacher, Davis. Okay. What do you do, Davis? If it's okay, if you don't mind. Will it be a triumph return to the village? That's a good question, Mickey. I want to maybe start my own online classes, in my village, Mickey. Educate my fellow villagers. Yeah, villagers lining the streets cheering, saying, Danny, Danny, yeah, Danny. And I'm walking a walk along the road, and then, throwing money here and there. Yeah, my hard-earned sweat money, Is it possible to block peeps in here? What do you mean, Shay? Yeah, it's possible to block people in live stream. Who lives the good old USS? Driver seat, I don't know. I'm not going to the US. Not me. You found the world's best baritone saxophone seal. I see. Okay. Danny is good man, bro. Respect for Danny. Oh, thank you, nice guy. All right. Respect for everybody. Okay, I respect everyone. Until... Shay says he did not find it. He's annoyed by Adam, so don't want to read him anymore. Adam is 7, okay, Shay? Just beware, okay? Adam is 7. Where are you from? I'm from Indonesia, Zero Nova. Where are you from? I'm from Indonesia, but I'm in Abu Dhabi right now. Hello, John. Welcome back here. Why are you going back home, driver seat? I have enough of this place. Sorry, I've graduated from this place. Peace be with you all. Yes, peace. Walaikum salam, Captain. Peace be with you too. Open says, yeah, people have gotten soft. Do you get offended, Denny? Yes, Mickey. All the time. Every time I go live stream and people try to offend me. What about you, Mickey? Hello, Jonathan. Welcome back, Jonathan. Hello. Yes. Yesterday, you brought up a topic about wife beating, and you said the Quran doesn't allow such. But in Quran 4... Okay, where is it now? Wait. 3, it says otherwise. The word used there is idribuhunna. Dutch people here, watch your... All right, do you want me to respond to that? I can read it for you, Jonathan, if you want. Yes, they are too easily offended, Miss Bunny said. Who cares if you feel offended? People think they are tolerant while displaying no tolerance. And Danny, have you ever lived in the USA? No, I've never been to the USA before. I don't want to go there. Too scared. Why did you come to UAE? Because I was lured, Davis. I was lured. Money. I was working in Taiwan before. Guys, am I reading? Sorry, I think I need to. Oh no, you guys are talking too fast. Miss Bunny, fear of what you think you know or what you actually know? That is the question, Miss Bunny. Yeah, you know what? The media, is telling me that it's scary place over there, Miss Bunny. It's, school shootings, and then the immigration don't really want you there. That people, the immigration think you're potential criminal. I don't have time for that nonsense. So I don't know. I'm biased. I'm biased. I'm being brainwashed, Miss Bunny. All right. Let me see. What's your favorite animal? Anything that is fluffy, furry and fluffy, Adam, like cats, dogs, um, rabbits. I think rabbits are delicious. Hello, Afra. Welcome. Welcome, Afra. How are you? All right. Do they pay well in the UAE? It depends, driver. What is your job? It depends on the job and where you work. If you work for the government, they pay you well. What was your profession? I was a teacher. I was a teacher, Davis. What about you? Sir, US is not against migration. Shay said only against the illegal. If you apply visa, you won't have any problem. Oh, okay, okay, all right. Okay, Shay, but it's okay. Other people can go to US. It's okay. I'm not other people. I'm not like other people. I'm weird. It's okay. It's okay. People can go to the US. I've tried shrimp before. Oh, nice, Adam. And Captain would never migrate to the US. What subject did you teach? I taught English as a second language, Davis, to non-native speakers. And Shay doesn't want to go there either. Oh, okay. And then Miss Bunny said, the media says a lot about many things. You seem to not bother about media on other topics. Very selective. Yeah, Miss Bunny, you're right. We all have our own bias, Miss Bunny, you're right. But I don't mind visiting the US one day, Miss Bunny, just for a holiday, like to see, the sceneries there, one day. I don't mind, but not anytime soon. Okay, Jonathan said, please kindly explain more on that. What's the meaning of Idribuhunna? Okay, okay. Okay, then I will. Jonathan, as long as you stay with me, okay? Let me read quickly, okay? And thank you, Jonathan, for asking in a respectful manner, okay? Appreciate that. Yes, Davis. Right. Yeah, let me check. Yes, Davis, ESL and EFL. Top edits. I'm from Indonesia. Top edit. I feel the same. Miss Bunny said about Islamic nations. Are you aware? However, you blame the media when we last touched upon that subject. No, I didn't blame the media. I think the media is just doing their job. They have to, show dramatic. They will not show the normal Americans. Who go to coffee shops. They will not show normal Muslim people going to the coffee shop. Talk about movies. Talking about comic books. They have to show the crazy ones. Right, Miss Bunny? Okay, sorry. Hey, sorry, what's this now? Are you a Muslim? Top edit. Yeah. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim villager. Did Argentina beat Egypt? Yes. I think FIFA is cheating. From India. Okay, okay. They fought hard. Respect. Oh, okay, okay. Hindu also in Indonesia. Yeah, yeah. In Indonesia, we have Hindus, we have Buddhists, we have Christians, we have Muslims, we have confused people also. The Egypt didn't behave well and showed everywhere a lot of aggression. A shame for Islam, in my opinion. Why you brought Islam with Egypt? In Egypt there are also different kind of people. Can we visit your village, Danny? Yeah, yeah. When I go back to Indonesia, Mickey, I can invite you guys to see my village. Okay, but there's no modern infrastructure in my village. I don't know if you will be comfortable with that. Um, wooden houses. Bamboo. And then you might think that these people are backward. It's embarrassing. They attacked the airport police. Wow, really, Shay? Wow, that's embarrassing. Since don't offend Danny. It's okay, Nikki. Ah. uh, all right, I'm gonna. Okay, that verse that Jonathan said. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to answer Jonathan's question. Okay, about beating. But beating, everybody needs a beating. Pom 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 pom. Okay. All right. So okay, Jonathan. Okay, let me share with you. Okay, the okay explanation. Okay, that as far as I know. Okay. Um. So that verse doesn't actually give permission for a husband to strike his wife. Whenever he's angry. That's very strange. So basically, that verse, what do you call it? That shows three-step conflict resolution. Basically, three steps resolution process. That designed to cool down, extreme marital problems. Like betrayal, or marital rebellion. So that is the context. Okay. Betrayal or marital rebellion. Okay, so there are three steps there. Okay, so step one, okay, is verbal communication. The what do you call it? The word is waiduhunna, yeah, verbal communication. So speak softly, right? Advise her. This is her husband, right? Advise her and communicate the issues. Okay, that's step one, Jonathan. Okay, so step two, okay, bed separation. Okay, step two is bed separation. So sleep in a separate bed, okay, or stop intimacy. Okay, so this acts is, this act as peaceful, private strike to show the seriousness of the issue without public humiliation. Okay, no public humiliation. Okay, Jonathan. All right. So step three, this is the last resort. Okay, Jonathan. Wadribuhunna. Okay. So only if the first two steps fail over time, okay, and this word is mentioned, okay. Now let's go to the linguistic, okay, the linguistic legal reality of the DARP, darb that you mentioned. Okay, so the Arabic root word daraba doesn't mean to abuse, or flog. No, flog. Doesn't mean flog, abuse. So to understand what this means, we must check how the prophet and his immediate companions define this. Okay, this word. So the companion's definition, okay, of this word, okay, it means that darbun, okay, it translates directly as strikes that leaves no mark. Okay, strike that leaves no mark and causes no pain and leaves no bruise. Okay, so it's basically symbolic, like tapping someone with siwak. Siwak is a wooden toothbrush, the size of a pen. Not with size of the broomstick like my mother did. And then Islamic law, okay, my next point, Islamic law strictly forbids a man from ever striking a woman's face, causing any physical pain, leaving a mark, or insulting her dignity. Okay, so that's my following point. Okay, the next point is in Islamic law, okay, if a husband inflicts any physical harm, okay, or leaves even a minor bruise on his wife, okay, he has committed a crime, Jonathan. Okay, so the wife has immediate legal right, okay, to seek a judge-enforced divorce, okay, and financial compensation. Okay, so that's the explanation. So in Islam, Prophet Muhammad is the living, from Islamic perspective, okay, Prophet Muhammad is the living translation of the Quran. Okay, so if the Quran commanded or encouraged the physical beating of women, the Prophet would have done it. Okay, a historical record shows that his wife Aisha explicitly mentioned in the Hadith, in the book of Hadith, right? She said that the messenger of Allah never struck anything with his hand, neither any woman, okay, nor a servant, unless he was fighting in battle. Okay, and another example, the Prophet openly despised men who hit women. He stated, "Who does one of you beat his wife like a stallion camel, then hope to embrace her at the end of the day? Okay, you will not find those to be the best among you." Okay. So, by the way, before Islam came, okay, the 7th century tribal societies across the globe, view women as property, okay, and domestic violence was completely unchecked, Jonathan. So in the Quran, okay, there is a chapter called chapter An-Nisa, okay. So, so instead of allowing emotional violent outbursts, it forced angry men into mandatory verbal counseling and physical separation. Okay, so by the time a man reached the 3rd step, his physical action was restricted for a tiny harmless symbolic gesture, like tapping with a twig. Okay. All right, to summarize that, okay, Jonathan, so domestic abuse is strictly forbidden, okay, in Islam. Okay, any physical force, okay, that causes pain, injuries, or marks is a sin and a crime in Islamic view. Okay, and the action is purely symbolic. Okay, the final step is legally limited to a harmless, painless gesture like tapping with a small wooden stick to signal that marriage has reached its absolute breaking point. Okay. And the last one, the Prophet never did it. Okay, that's the model of Islamic masculinity is Prophet Muhammad. Okay, peace be upon him. So who never once raised his hand against women or a woman. Okay, Jonathan, I hope that would answer their question. Okay, Jonathan. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just sharing my Islamic perspective here, guys. Okay, for my Christian friends, Hindu friends, Buddhist friends, agnostic friends, and what other words? I forgot the words. Helen of Troy. All right. No. Okay. Welcome. Okay. So maybe it isn't just simply at the same function. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, Uzbekistan. Welcome back, Uzbekistan. Yes. All right. I'm not gonna scroll up, guys. Okay. If you want me to read your comment again, just copy paste this. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm hungry. Okay. Hungry man. Don't ask hungry men to do a lot of chores here. Okay. Adam, don't spam Adam. Don't spam Adam. Like 90% original German thing we are Rita. Okay. How much is the dog in the window? All right. So guys, that's the okay. Jonathan, I hope that answered your question. Okay. Please don't ask me to repeat that. Have mercy on me. You think I'm gonna spend my life trying to prove Europeans I'm civilized? Oh yeah, yeah. Tell that to my villagers. To my fellow villagers. European civilized. Yes. To Indonesians. They ask us to. I have a long story about that. Yeah. So, but okay, that's another topic. So, in other words, you're saying a Muslim can strike his wife as long as it doesn't have a mark. Is that correct? No, Jonathan. So basically, that is for extreme marital. In extreme marital problem, there are 3 steps, Jonathan. Okay, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, the first step is communicate, right, gently. The second step and the third step is basically the strike with a gentle strike. Okay, with like a small, you know, without a mark and without causing a pain. Okay, without causing pain, without causing mark. Because if the man strike his wife and causing pain or mark, then the woman has the right to, for divorce and compensation. Okay. So yeah, that's Jonathan. Okay. And then in Islam, from Islamic perspective, the best man is the man who treat their wife the best way. Okay. Bethany said, so many countries. I'm not going to say the word. This is a family-friendly channel on Southeast Asia, including Indonesia. It's awful. Those countries should be ashamed. Including, yeah, Bethany. Indonesia. A lot of people look down on Indonesia. We already used to it. It's okay. The Malaysians look down on Indonesia too. You are poor. Do you hate that vegan teacher? What is it now? Can I ask you a question, Adam? Okay. John Morris said, Britain, UK, England. Wow. So why strike her at all if it doesn't equate to dominance? Miss Bunny, I think there are 3 steps. Okay, Miss Bunny, like I said earlier. Okay, so okay, Jonathan. So in other words, you're saying a Muslim can strike his wife as long as it doesn't leave a mark. It doesn't cause pain. It doesn't cause pain, leave mark, and also the purpose is not to hurt her. It was like to, what's the word? Yeah, but you don't only see it from that perspective. You can also see it from the wife's perspective. Okay, Jonathan. Basically, don't hit your wife. Okay, that's the whole idea. Okay, so don't hit your wife. Okay, Jonathan. because some men they like to beat their wives life right, left, and center. Yeah, three steps before dominating. Yes, Miss Bunny, we dominate. Yeah. Beating as husband. Okay, what's your breakfast? And the husband said, breakfast is for weaklings. I want to beat my wife. That's what Miss Bunny wants to hear. Breakfast is for weaklings. I just beat my wife. Left, right, and center. Yeah. All right, Miss Bunny, I already explained to you, okay? Look, Miss Bunny, I know it is difficult, for you to accept. It cannot be, it has to be barbaric. It has to be barbaric. So I don't know, like, what should I say, Miss Bunny? You want it to be barbaric, so, then, yeah, okay, let's, I cannot please everybody, okay? Miss Buddy wants to hear that this is a barbaric religion, so I don't know what to say. I already explained, the three steps. Is this is only for extreme marital problem. Uh, by the way, if my wife dominates me. Hey, this is a family-friendly channel, okay? I didn't raise this topic. Yeah, I know, but Miss Buddy, you love this topic, so I know. This is a family-friendly channel, guys. Okay. We have a 7-year-old here. Okay. I have to be careful what I said. Okay. How can I understand without debating? Oh, Miss Bunny, this is this is not a debate live stream, Bunny. Okay, if you want to have a discussion, yeah, it's okay, But debating, you you can ask questions, without arrogance, and it's that would be nice, Denny is the boss of the house when Mrs. Yes, I'm the boss of the house. I'll decide which food. Okay, for today, my wife asked, okay, what's for lunch? What is the food? I said, I'm the boss. Okay, I will beat you if you don't agree with me. That's what people want to hear. I will beating, all right? Yeah, no, just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Sounds silly, right? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's focus. Where are you from, brother? I'm from Indonesia. Awesome. But in I'm in Abu Dhabi right now. Oh, I see. These topics are raised. You provide what is considered an answer, and raising question is arrogant. No, it's not that, Miss Bunny. Miss Bunny, the context is, okay. Some people ask questions because out of curiosity, and and they ask question in with humility. But some people ask questions with arrogance. The people who ask questions with arrogance normally they don't seek for truth, Miss Bunny. They just waiting for that person to say something wrong. Got you. Like got you question. It's a got you question. So I'm not gonna entertain that. So I'm just gonna, if you want, have got you question, then I give up. You too strong. I don't have the energy to participate on that. Velo. This is no no mockery here, okay, Velo. Okay, this is your last warning. Okay, no mockery. Okay, like I said many times, there's no such thing as freedom of speech on YouTube, Velo. Okay. I graduated from a school from the supreme leader. Supreme leader says no such thing as freedom of speech on YouTube. Guys, Danny, what's your opinion about taqiyya? Why should a Muslim lie about his religion if they are in danger? Is that being loyal to Allah? Jonathan is asking question about taqiyya. But are you satisfied with the previous answer, Jonathan? I just want to check first. Jumping from one topic to another make me exhausted here. You're asking me like as I'm a scholar here, guys. I'm not a Muslim scholar. But I will find an answer if you really want to know. Okay, then I can help finding the answer. Okay, but let me eat first. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and you're asking me this heavy questions here. This is my food. Okay, from Zambia. I know, you know what? It is difficult for people, to listen to a villager. Like how can this villager tell us something? He's just a villager. This backward villager telling me. Teach this villager one or two things. Yes, Miss Bunny, you are a person who has made a life choice to choose Islam. You know what does Islam mean, Miss Bunny? The word Islam. Hello, Heroic. Welcome. I'm gonna eat. Okay, guys. I'm going to eat. I'm having this. Okay, Davis. I'm having this egg, right? And I have some fish here. Okay, I will make another fish for my wife comes. Okay, and also some green beans. Okay, here this one. Green beans is good for you. It will reduce your sugar level. If you don't want to have diabetes, have green beans, guys. Okay, it will reduce your sugar level. Okay, this one. Islam means submission. Yes, submission, surrender. It can, Arabic word. The Arabic words can be translated to different English words. Submission, surrender to the Creator. Okay, so I choose Islam. I choose to submit and surrender to my Creator. Okay, Miss Bunny. Alright, guys, I'm gonna eat. Okay, guys, I don't mean to be rude. Okay, I'm gonna eat. Okay, so if you don't mind, okay, Bismillah. Bismillah. Yes. I'm gonna this one here. I want to also add something, guys. My precious, my precious. My precious. Right, John. My favorite song, Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, Davis. Danny, can you block Shay? Yeah, Shay is an example of, it's okay, Captain. Shay is an example of racist Muslim. You see, it shows that there are different kind of people here. Shay, be nice, Shay, okay, to Captain, okay? Shay, Captain is a good friend here, okay? He's a decent, he's a decent YouTuber here, okay? Shay, be kind. I know, Captain. I know. It's forbidden. But guys, did I miss any comment, guys? Hello, Ian. Hey, Tristan, welcome back, Tristan. Come join my lunch here, Tristan. Stay, yeah, welcome. Oh, okay, guys. Say, Captain, just remember the spirit of this live stream, okay? We're having a conversation here, okay? This is not a debate live stream, guys, okay? Just remember. Look at the question, guys. I forgot. I don't know the spirit of this live stream. So, Jonathan, okay, you honestly wasn't satisfied with okay, so if you're not satisfied, then don't go to the different topic, Jonathan, okay? So let's deal with that first, okay? But let me give me some room here to breathe. Captain, don't go, Captain. Just stay here. Uzbekistan, you don't read my comment. Oh my God, I have to read. Yeah, I'm eating now. Okay, Uzbekistan. Okay, let me check. When was last time you were in Indonesia? Last time I was in Indonesia in 2019. Yeah? So, Captain, just stay here, Captain. Just be cool here, okay? Be cool, Captain. I'm with you, Captain, okay? Don't worry. You can just, if you don't want, the 3 steps, yes, Miss Bunny, to indicate dominance. Yes. Hi, Robbie. I'm in the kitchen. Yes, Miss Bunny. If you interpreted it as a dominance, I guess, yeah, I guess so. Dominance. But it comes across that you're missing the point that the wife has the right. There is. It's okay, Miss Bunny, you know. If you want to think that is a barbaric religion, okay, it's a barbaric religion, okay, Miss Bunny. If that's what you want to hear, okay. Let's move on. How's the weather today? Yes, Miss Bunny. You're right. Absolutely right, Miss Bunny. I'm wasting my time here. Oh, thank you, Shay. I mean, stay here, Shay. Okay, so what term do you want to use, Miss Bunny? In my mind, if you teach a religion that teach husband to beat their wives, that's barbaric. That's not Islam. I already explained to you. So which one is not so clear? Maybe I should repeat that again, okay? The explanation. Yes. Eating and lobster is gross. Yes. Especially eating this Malay food. This one here. Mm. 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 Thank you for your kindness, Mickey. You see, people like Mickey, right? Gave me hope to peace, world peace. It's good, Davis. Thank you for asking. What about this chili? Davis, you forgot to ask about chili. Hi, Raimis. Welcome. Miss Bunny, you should try this one, Miss Bunny. Have this. Ask Miss Bunny. Just kidding, okay? I'm just joking. Yes, Mickey. Follow the Prince of Peace like your auntie. I know what you mean, Mickey. Welcome back, Sherry. Jonathan said, exactly my point, Miss Bunny. It only indicates dominance. I believe Islam prioritizes control over compassion. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry if you feel that way. Okay, Jonathan. But Islam focus on equity. Equity and balance. Says that, do you think it's haram to create a picture or video of a thing that got a soul? No, Shay. It depends on the context. It's haram if you create it to worship. But that's a very good question, Shay. My daughter asked that same question, by the way. So a lot of things, it depends. It's up to context, okay? Now, Islam is practical, say, okay? Imagine if you don't draw a picture of human anatomy. How doctors gonna learn? I challenge my own views by speaking with opposing ideas. Oh, okay. Miss Bunny, okay. I don't like to challenge people, Miss Bunny. I just answer questions, and If you are not happy with my question, I don't know what else to say, you know. You practice a very mad form of Islam. No, I practice Islam. Yes, Miss Bunny. I'm not a scholar, but I practice Islam. Try my best, at least. It's a fantasy picture, say. It's okay. Remember, in the Quran, say, do not go extreme when you practice your religion, say. Cloud, oh, thank you, Cloud. Tristan, are you still there, Tristan? Okay, say, it depends on the context, say, okay. If you don't worship it, then it's okay. You can, for art purpose, it's okay. As I learned, pictures are strictly haram, and for the term medicine, you can draw a human body. That's not because it's not. No, Shay. Now, this is why, Shay, we have to. We're not worshiping the picture. Okay? I think the idea of the picture of haram, okay, it comes from when the prophet for Muhammad, peace be upon him, he forbidden his companions to draw a painting of him because he was. The context that he's afraid that one day the followers, the Muslims will worship him. That's why. So that's the context, okay. When you draw a picture, fantasy, you're not creating life. We have no ability to create life. You know that, right? Jonathan asked question. So Danny, what exactly led you to Islam? Were you born into it, or you personally made your own choice to submit to it? Good question, Jonathan. In Indonesia, Jonathan, right? We are a very diverse society. We're not homogeneous society. So there are Muslims, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, Tao, and everything. So in my family, right? My grandmother was a seven-day Adventist, and my aunt is a Christian. And my parents are Muslims, and we all living in the same house. So as I grew up, right? So I was born Muslim, but my grandmother, always brought me to church, every Saturday, and then I still went to the mosque, So my grandmother's reasoning, so okay, let Danny choose, one day, let him be exposed, to different beliefs, and he will choose. Okay, so and at the same time I was also introduced to the Hindu mythology. This is part of our Indonesian culture, Hindu mythology, and like Mahabharata, Ramayana, So I was fortunate, to learn about Christianity's teaching, and Islamic teaching, So, so I decided, okay, this is me. Okay, I decided, okay, you know what? I think this is I choose Islam because I feel like it it makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. So I know enough about Christianity, right? To respect the religion. I know enough about Judaism to respect it. I know enough Hinduism to respect it. So is it haram for Muslim to enter a church? It's haram for Muslim, Tristan, to pray in the church. You are disturbing other people's worshiping. In Islam, you're not allowed to disturb other people's beliefs. Yeah. So yeah, in that context, it's haram. I didn't know that, Tristan. I was, in the church with others, sitting on that hard bench. You know that, Tristan, that hard bench, and standing up and saying. I even went to the Sunday schools. Mm-hmm. Yes, David. Muslim cannot worship anything other than the one God. Okay, Allah is an Arabic word, but the English translation is the one God. Haram means forbidden, Mickey. Well. Yeah. So I was growing up like that. Okay, since I was very young, since I was 5. So I was constantly, having this, different information. So I was downloading it. So now. Yeah, Tristan said, I have an Egyptian friend before, and she said the Filipino from is taking her to church sometimes. Yeah, it's okay, In terms of the story of the prophets, generally almost the same. There are different details, okay? Shay said, got very last question. I want to divorce from my wife. How can I do? Oh, don't ask that question here, Shay. That's too private. We have to, also respect your wife's dignity. Don't ask that question here. There's a lot of weirdos out there, Shay. Even though if you don't like just don't beat your wife, Shay, okay? She destroys your nerves. Shay, be kind to your wife. Be kind to your wife. Miss Bani said, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, traveled broadly in his youth. Yes, it's true. He gathered many aspects of many faiths and applied them to Islam. Yes, Prophet Muhammad traveled a lot, yes. But if he applied it based on what he learned, it doesn't make sense, because even though it comes across, okay, it's logical, but None of the verses in the Quran is the copy of the previous books. Okay? Is it irrational to believe Jesus is God? My left foot, I'm not gonna answer that because that's gonna be I'm not gonna fall into the Christian Muslim debate. Okay, this is not a Christian Muslim debate. Okay, this live stream is not. It's not. So guys, for my Muslim brothers and sisters, okay, don't fall into the debate of Muslim Christian, please. Okay. But I tell you something, guys. Islam, okay, sees Christianity from a positive point of view. Okay, Islam sees Christianity from a positive point of view. Yes, definitely there's a different opinion. Okay, there's a different view in terms of the Muslim sees Jesus, okay, and the Christian see Jesus. But despite of that, okay, Islam sees Christianity from a positive perspective. And from in Islam, right, during one of the last one of the signs of the last days, okay, there will be I'm sorry, it's not the one of the last signs. So one day there will be people who will show hostility towards Muslims. They've heard there will be people who show hostility towards Muslims, and when that time comes, there will be people who show love and affection toward you, Muslim. Okay, this is the Quran. There will be people who will show love and affection to you, Muslim. Okay, and they will call themselves as the Nasara. Okay, who's the Nasara? Guys, Nasara, what is that? They call themselves Christian. Okay, but remember that the word is not, there will be Christians. No, there will be people who call themselves Christians. So they're proud of their Christianity, See, my left foot said all holy books are irrational. You see now, this is why the previous question from my left foot was to make Muslim and Christian have conflict. Okay? Why is there hostility toward Islam? I think there's always hostility towards Miss Bunny, the follower of prophets. From long time ago, hostility towards the follower of Moses, hostility towards the follower of Abraham, followers of Lut, maybe a follower of Jesus, peace be upon him, follower of Prophet Muhammad. So gotcha questions. Yeah, Mickey, gotcha questions. So guys, if your intention is giving me gotcha questions, you got me. You're too strong. It's too strong. I'm not here. I'm not showing a strong man persona here. Okay, that's not my intention. I don't have problem showing you guys that I am weak. Mickey said he doesn't believe there's hostility towards Muslim, only to extremists. Yes, Mickey. We play a little game, Mickey. Okay, we play a little game. How about finish my sentence in one word? Okay, Mickey. If I ask the people here, right, in this live stream, right, finish my sentence in one word. Islam is dot dot dot. What do you think? Which word do you think that they're gonna use? No, Miss Bunny, it's just it's not gotcha question. People trying to isolate facts and clarity. It's just sometimes I feel like people when they ask questions they playing with words, they're like twisting words, and then they're like, what are you like? Are you looking for truth, or are you seeking for truth, or just trying to give me gotcha questions? Yeah, Mickey. Do you get why people think like that about us? Okay, I think I have a view say why in Islam is portrayed as evil, in this world. We are living in a time where appearance and reality are opposite of each other. We are living in a time where appearance and reality are opposite of each other. Jonathan said, I personally see a lot of flaws in Islam, and when I discuss them with some Muslims, they just don't admit the truth. Okay, well, I'm sorry if you feel that way, okay? Islam, okay, you know why? Okay. In my opinion, okay, because when I was, my bachelor's degree, when I studied in university, I studied economics, okay? I study economics. And I see that Islam has an alternative economic system, actually, guys, that no country on this planet use today, at least. The alternative economic system, right, that Islam has is the economic system where there is no interest. Okay, first of all, there's no interest, right? Because in the Quran, right? In the Quran, God says that God allows business. God makes business halal. God allows business, but forbid interest. And in Islamic economic system, guys, okay. Do you know that banks, when you borrow money, okay, from the bank, right? For example, 100, okay, for whatever denomination or currency, the banks are forbidden to charge you, to make you pay 150. Like that's what's today's modern economic system. Okay, so in today's economic system, business borrow money from the bank. Okay, like so 100. Let's simplify the number. Okay, and then regardless of the business is making profit or suffer or loss, the business must pay 150 or 200. Okay. Now, from Islamic perspective, that is oppressive. Okay, this is unjust. Now, from Islamic perspective, okay, the banks, okay, when they borrow money for the business owner, right, the banks will they have the right to do business. Business means that there's profit and there's a possibility of loss. Okay, so you share profit. Okay, you made an agreement. How much you share the profit. So there's a profit sharing and loss sharing. If your business suffer a loss, then you share that loss. We don't have that. That's why, in my view, I said there's no such thing as Muslim countries, today, because the consequences of calling a country Muslim countries, that country must follow this economic system as well. Now, you see, So this economic system is contradictory with today's economic system. This is why, in my opinion, Islam has to be portrayed as evil. So people will feel like, ooh, yucky. So they will not bother to see there's actually an alternative economic system that is more just. And in Islamic view, like if you purchase a car, right, or a house, right? So you purchase a car, if you pay like 100, the price of the car is 100 cash. And if you pay it for over 1 year, then you pay still 100, There's no interest. Your wise village. Oh, thank you, Mickey. Yes. So this is why the power structure must show Islam as evil, because they don't want people to see there is an alternative economic system that's available in Islam. So it all comes to money, 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 always sunny. Ripper said, and so yes, people are easily offended. Yes, Ripper. I get offended easily, Ripper. Especially if my children say something rude. But luckily my children are not rude, okay? So they are good children. Shay say, why all Islamic countries are poor except at your area? Shay, there is no such thing as Islamic countries, Shay. Okay, remember what I said earlier? Because what I said, in order for for a country to be considered Islamic, that country must implement Islamic economic system. No, they just say they're Islamic. The name is maybe Islamic Republic, whatever. It's not Islamic. There's no Islamic economy there. Admir says, yes, I'm a Muslim. Admir, yes. Alhamdulillah. So, but the CNN, CNN likes to say, Muslim countries, Islamic countries, so, and then everybody follows, Yeah, Mickey, can we sing money, 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 or my washing machine? Then I'll say third world from now. Yes, third world, fine. Third world countries. The reason why they are poor, because they are third world. They've been robbed, Shay. Like Indonesia, for example. Shay, for hundreds of years, right, the Indonesian natural resources, right, has been transferred to other countries, And you know what? When Indonesia said, okay, you know what, guys, I think hundreds of years of selling raw materials to your countries is enough. We want to also, process these raw materials, in our country. You guys are welcome to invest in our country, build the factory, and you guys still get the cheap price, and then you can just if you invest in my country, then you can your people will still get a cheap price, okay? But invest in our country, we want to learn how to process this raw material. And you know what they do? We're saying they sue Indonesia in World Trade Organization, in WTO. They sue Indonesia for wanting to process nickel, right? Because Indonesia has the largest nickel deposit in the world. They sue us in the WTO. And they won. European Union sued Indonesia for wanting to process their own nickel. And you know who came to Indonesia? China. China said, okay, I will invest factories and then in your country, right? And then I will still get a cheap price, right? I said, okay. So that's why. So that's why a lot of countries, the third world countries, still poor, Shay. We were forced to work as slaves, And once we want to, change the rule, and we got sued in the WTO. Adam, don't spam, please. Danny is going to pick the money. Because China, very clever. Yeah, China is a businessman. They see business opportunity. Yeah. And Tristan said, and we are suing our own country for arresting our former president. Tristan. Yeah, that's why a lot of countries now, right, that full of natural resources, right, Shay, they cannot just build factories and process that natural resources themselves. They will get sued. I don't know anyone from East Asia talking good about China except you. Yes, Shay. Shay, Indonesia, the people in Indonesia traditionally is always obsessed, taking the middle path. Shay. I'm not saying China is angels, okay? I'm not saying that, but Indonesia also must be aware that there's cannot rely too much on China. Hey, Sadia, welcome. My left foot, doesn't the Quran say the earth separated from the universe? No, left foot, who told you that? The Quran said, right, heaven and earth used to be in one lump, and then God expanded, heaven and earth. Koreans hate China the most. Yeah, Koreans hate everybody. Koreans hate. The only one Koreans love is the white people. In USA, there was a near genocide in the indigenous community. We move on. Personally, as an indigenous person, despite history, I like infrastructure, okay. I understand you think Chinese culture is fantastic, but in business terms, they're doing the same to Africa and other poor countries like Europeans did. I disagree with you, Shay. I disagree with you, okay? So here's the thing. Okay, what I saw, right, when I visited South Africa. So basically, Shay, right, before China was in Africa, right, so African countries, right, they have their natural resources taken to Europe, right? So in return, right, the Europeans give them guns, and rifles, and now they're shooting each other, bam, 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 So, so that's why they had lots of, warlords there. And then the Chinese came, right? The Chinese said, "Hey, you know what, guys? We want that mountain of gold, and we want that mountain of silver or whatever, And I will build you roads. I will build you factories. I will build you ports. Okay, but we want that, mountain of gold. Can we have business?" So that's the Chinese approach. Different from European approach, what I saw in Africa. So Europeans give them guns, and then and just maybe give them some free food, like free clothes, and treat them like beggars, Chinese are naturally businessmen. I'm not saying that they are fantastic, okay, Shay. Shay said maybe I'm Korean. Yeah, maybe you are, Shay. In your previous life. My left foot, what's heaven? Are you well, left foot? You keep asking this. You don't. Is this? Are you really curious, or is this gotcha question here? Captain, the universe, yes. Can I ask you a quick question? Yeah, okay, Adam, go ahead. Mickey is a villager too. Yeah, this is why Mickey and I are almost in the same frequency. Almost. Not totally, but yeah, almost. There will not be peace until people can move on. No, wrong, Sunny. There will not be peace until there's justice. Not move on, you know. How can people move on if there's no justice? Then if Islam had such a powerful economic system, then an Islamic country could be a global superpower. America is majority Christian nation and yet it has strong economic system. Jonathan, yes, the thing is, Jonathan, right? The consequences, okay, of implementing Islamic economic system is you must not use today's currency system. Today's currency system, Jonathan, we are using fiat currency. Okay, fiat currency is basically you're printing money, and then you just trust the government, to give you the value. In Islamic economic system, right, money is based on real commodity. For example, gold, silver, basically real commodities, is backed by real commodity. Okay, now there was somebody who tried to do that, okay, in the past. His name was Muammar Gaddafi, and everybody knows what happened to him. Yeah? Shay, we didn't, those guys coming from Russia, yeah. Shay, we gave them technology and machine. Shay, you have to check again, You have to check again, Shay. Mickey said, China! Captain said, when the Quran says the heavens and the earth, it refers to the universe we can observe. Yes! I lived in China back in 2007 and 2009. All right, Mickey. Oh. Jannah is paradise, not heaven. Yes, Captain. Thank you, Captain. Totally wrong. Where do you get those information? We didn't have guns. We didn't have them guns. We gave them work machines, knowledge, and technology. Shay. The Europeans gave Africans, right, free clothes, free aid, food, like USA, for Africa, like the free things, They didn't build them, factories and roads like that. It's the Chinese, It's a fact, Shay, okay? Ronaldo or Messi. Okay. Christians and Muslims take metaphor as science in their holy book. It's a holy scripture book, my left foot. It's not a science book. It's a book of SIGNS, book of science. You don't expect Shay said, wow, I'm so disappointed about the world. Is Europe financing the whole world, but they are not even thankful? I'm flabbergasted. Yeah, Shay, the Europe financing it's financing something, right? The Europe is funny. Ask my villager. Come to my village. Say they will share with you what the European financing. They financing something, all right. Miss Bunny said, justice for who? For the people before you? No, Miss Bunny. You are saying that in order to have peace, let me to move on, right? That's the context, okay, Miss Bunny? So I'm saying that in order to have peace, there has to be justice, you know. So this is for present, past, and future, okay, Miss Bunny? Germany supporting China. Yeah, we got a lot of foundation. Shay, you're right, Shay. Shay, okay, I'm gonna share with you about these foundations, right? That give money around the world. So what happened, Shay? Right? This foundation do not give money for charity. Okay, Shay. So this foundation give money to certain countries only, only of the leaders of the country make the certain policies. Okay. For example, you know, certain policy that benefits Europeans. You know, it makes sense. You know. That's why I said, come to my village, Shay. Captain said, yes, every person that worships a black rock is a disbeliever. Yes, the mushrikin. Exactly, Captain. I couldn't say it better. Justice for me because of what white settlers did. Why my people pulled themselves up, period. Okay, Miss Bunny, don't be angry. Look, the thing is, if you feel like in your place, right, there's peace, it means that there's justice, right? So people, feel that they have been treated justly, right? So okay, it's good. My left foot, the Quran says the moon was split in two. There's no evidence to support this. My left foot, I think your homework it should be, right? Is there a creator? Okay, the absolute uncause, first cause, that created the whole existence, okay, the universe. Now, once you believe, okay, once you are certain that there is a creator that created the universe and everything inside it, and it should not be difficult for the same creator, right, to manipulate matters, split into two and put it back together, right? That's just easy. I think we could live happily together in the village today. Yes, Mickey, absolutely. In my village, there's the Christians there, Muslims there, Hindus there, Buddhists there, I did check it. Yes, Shay. Yes. Yeah, there are some foundations there, Shay, you're right. And then this is my view, okay, Shay, as someone coming from the so-called third world countries, Shay, okay. So this is what happened in my country, okay. So maybe they tell people in Europe, okay, they're doing good things, they giving donations, they doing that, they have a burden of civilizing the rest of the world, I think that's an arrogant, by the way, standpoint, but okay. Who am I? I'm just a villager. But this is my experience, okay, from someone coming from Indonesia. I was working for Siemens, okay, Shay, and you opened a company in Rwanda. Yes, yes, yes. You said you're on ice. What are you talking about? I think Shay, my view has a credential. I'm coming from these countries. Okay, it would be different if I'm not coming from these third world countries. Yeah. Sadia said, if your standard is that a country must perfectly implement every part of Islam, including the economic system, then you can argue no modern country fully meets that standard. Thank you, Sadia. Yes. So, because of my view, if you want to call yourself a country, Islamic country, then you don't just take one side, one aspect, and then leave the most crucial aspect, which is economy. Economy actually affect people's life. Why are you leaving that part? So you're right, Sadia. So there's no country that is qualified enough to be called as a Muslim country today. I mean, like the term Muslim countries, where do they from? It's like it's from CNN. It's not exactly coming from so-called Muslim countries. Indonesia would never call ourselves Muslim countries. Just abolish money. Monetary-based economic is completely redundant now. No, we cannot abolish money, my left foot. That would be crazy. We need money. Everyone hates the USA until they need to be fed or protected by greater evil. Nobody hates the USA, okay, except for those people who got affected, maybe. I don't hate the USA, okay. I'm scared of USA, yes, but I don't hate them. You're attracting a lot of offended people today. Well, how disrespectful you say Shay. It's okay. If Shay said that is a compliment. Sorry, just kidding. Just kidding. If someone tells me turtles, I would say I like turtles. Yeah, I like turtles. Okay, VX, guys, VX. I have no time for people like VX. I'm just gonna report VX, okay? Let's see. Harassment, bullying. Oh, this one, yeah. Okay, this one. And then report. And then after that, Vicky, I will always support USA, but that doesn't mean I agree with everything. Yes, okay. My left foot, governments are trying to find an alternate economic system such as universal basic income, which will never work. My left foot, that's why check Islamic economic system. My left foot, you don't have to be a Muslim to read Islamic economic system, okay? They give money to build up schools, education system. You see, Shay, this is where the problem. This is the problem, They give the money with condition. I hope the money will stay in country soon. Yes, Shay. I think because the thing is, if you you have to in order for people to have business, they have to have mutual respect and mutual trust. Once one party feels like more superior, then that could be a problem. One will like will tend to dominate. I have peace because my peace is within. Yeah, okay, that's good, Miss Bunny. My student is that many people require an examination of themselves, find peace and make peace not extractive. Okay, well, if you find your peace, Miss Bunny, it's good. Okay, I'm happy for you. We built wells in Africa, schools in Asia. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Shay. Unthankful rats. Yes, of course, of course, of course. Um, this is why many countries now, right, move closer to China. China doesn't have that attitude, Shay. China said, okay, let's do business. Okay, like I said, China said, okay, we want that mountain of gold, that mountain of this, but let's do business. We will build you this and we'll build you that. Okay, Europeans, they don't do that. Into certain countries, they just give guns, right? Or they bring money and they tell the government, okay, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, and we give you the money. Okay, so they treat Africans as what do you call it? Someone beneath, just like what you are showing now earlier. Just yeah, like we are coming from a civilized first world. Yeah. I think my left foot would upset the villager. Yes. Captain, Denny PayPal just told me they will release the payment for you, for your book. Oh, thank you, Captain. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for supporting my live stream, Captain. Laughing about opinion of other person is disrespectful. Yes, see. Says a person who feels more civilized. It's okay, Shay. I'm a villager, Shay. What do you expect? I will never donate money for beneficial terms anymore. Only donate to Germans. Yes, Shay. I think that's fair. That's fair. I think you should donate for the benefit of Germans. You should contribute to your own country. Don't participate in so-called charity for other countries, because that money will be used to oppress other country. And Bunny said, if that country wants guns, that is the currency for the exchange, demand or supply. There you go, see? Did I say I feel more civilized? It's all in your fantasy interpretation. I got deep inside. You said it. It's more civilized country. It's civilized country, you say. I didn't make it up. You said it in your statement. Puff. Scroll up. My left. People don't learn critical thinking. My left foot. Being critical, okay, and giving critics two different things, okay? Having critical thinking means, left, okay, you listen to both sides, okay, and then you decide which side that you want to take. That's critical thinking, okay? Before you make a decision, you listen to both sides, okay? Being giving critics is different from being, having a critical thinking. Always playing the victims. Yeah, Shay, I'm a victim, Shay. I'm a victim, yeah. Victim of a system. Just because a country calls itself a democracy doesn't mean it's free corruption. Okay, sound logic and reason. My left foot. Critical thinking means, okay, before you make any decision, you listen to different views. Okay, my left foot, and then you decide. That's critical thinking. So you don't take a decision blindly. For example. No, I'm not gonna preach, okay? Hello, guy, welcome. I'm gonna eat my egg with caviar now. Caviar. I also have passion. Sorry. Sometimes I say, just blab random words, guys. Sorry, guys. Say random words. How are you, guy? Guy that like all. How are you? After eating, I'll put on my golden Rolex and drive with my SL Mercedes to restaurant. Vroom! And make sure you pass through those immigrants, Shay. Oh, this is life. Ciao, everybody, like that. Yeah, Tristan, he also likes to say random words. Considering different perspective is only one small part of critical thinking. It's not the entire of it. Is the essence of critical thinking, my left foot. Okay, you don't have critical thinking if you don't have that. You do have passion, then I think you miss some of my points. Yes, I might miss some of your points, Miss Bunny. That's because I'm too passionate, It's just, I know it's difficult, for some, that, who is this villager, telling me things, This villager. But then because of that, I can say things freely, because I can. He's a villager. What do you expect? See, because they are low curious. Welcome, Sino. Said yes, I always get it together thinking when I have choose between curry and biryani. There you go. Hey, walaikum salam, Sino. Peace be with you too, Sino. How are you? Good to see you again. It's really not critical thinking. It's not the same as common sense. All right, it's up to you, Lafayette. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay, I'm not here to argue with people. If you don't agree, then it's okay. It's okay. It's up to you.
Your opinion.
Yeah, it's your opinion. My son said it's your opinion. Every country I visit was more racist than Germany in Asia. I'm always the white. Yes. Asians are racist. I just came back from the bandar to spend the money in a rich man rule. Wow, Sino. Yes, Sino. That's good news. Yes. Sir is done arguing with us. Yes, Tristan. Danny doesn't understand critical thinking. Yes. Danny, I don't see you as a villager. It doesn't all come to me that way. I'm here exchanging ideas because I hold these ideas with respect. Okay, well, thank you, Miss Bunny. I appreciate that. Yeah. And just, you know, guys, don't get me wrong, okay? I treat others, with respect, okay? From the first moment you come to this live stream, I give everybody respect. But to be honest, as you interact with people, with me, and then I might give more respect and I might take away some of them, slowly, but surely. Sadia said, you gotta argue with me for once. Yeah, argue with Curry, Where is Curry from? Sadia, I think Sino has the answer. Where's Curry originally from? Saying a racist? Here, I could sue if someone called me that. Yes, said the villager, theologist, philosopher, comedian.
10 minutes only.
Malay invented curry. Yes, thank you, Captain. 10 points for Captain, from Professor Soleha Yaqub.
Wait, Malaysian invented curry? Yes, no.
With this Malay, Captain will be in a good book. You keep saying that, Captain, they will build a statue for you in Kuala Lumpur. Curry is from South Asia countries, not India only. If it says India, you're racist. Everybody's racist now. I still respect Danny. The point of view depends always also on socialization. Yes, Shay. The thing is, your opinion, right, is very much shaped by the data that you have here. True. So that's why it's important we have more data, and the thing is, right, I understand some people might block a certain information that might cause that person, what's the word? If you feel like that's new information might disrupt your reality, then you will build, you become defensive, So instead of receiving that information and then process it as an alternative view, but you will see it as a threat, So I think it's human nature, Then he just uses a silly voice when he doesn't agree with someone. So okay, left foot is just a. I have to, I keep saying that, that's not how you sound like, okay? That's how it sounded in my head. So, I keep saying that, guys. The context is, guys, that's when I imitate the sound of this buddy or left foot, that's not how they sound, okay, guys? That's just how they sound in my head. See, I can see this. You are fine. Not everyone here agrees. It seems that this present issue, you would feel grounded within yourself. You needed. Okay, Shay said, don't. Let me clarify. I watch Western news, Russian news, Saudi Arabian, and Philippine news. I know all perspective. If you only read from the news, then you don't. I'm sorry, Shay. I disagree with you. Then it means that you don't know all perspective. Because no. But you know what? It's not like I know. Okay, so I have to add to that. It's not like I know all perspective. Okay, so it's not like that. Okay, guys. So I have to mention this. Okay, I don't want to come across as arrogant. You know. I love how Dennis start a debate, then say, "Okay, we'll not debate." Yes, double split personality, Captain. Then he reposts the account at the end during arguments. Yeah. Then he loses all his debates. Yeah. That left foot. You guys are too strong. You know. You guys are too strong for this villager. Lost the battle but won the war. Ah, I like that, Sino. That's wisdom. That is wisdom, Sino. Guys, I'll stay here another 10 minutes, okay, guys? And then he should say, Allah knows best. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Okay, guys, so, you know, at the end of the day, Allah knows best. God knows best, okay? Thank you for reminding me, Captain. Sadia said, this is Dennis' stream. He can do whatever he wants to. Yes, and I can say whatever I want. It's a villager. Come on, I can get away with everything I said. You know. What do you expect? He's a villager. Stay here for another hour. What? No. I have a class. I have to teach online. Okay, Tristan. I have an. I will teach adults in Indonesia. You know. I'll teach them about God. No, just kidding. As a traditional Melayu, if you guys want answer from a 10-dimensional being. Yeah, Tristan. I'm studying, you know, because I have to start something, you know. Captain said Melayu will go astral traveling for Do not disrespect Melayu, okay, guys? There are many Melayus in Indonesia, okay, guys? There are many Melayu tribes in Indonesia. I feel bad, you know. It's very confusing, you know. I'm very confused here. Melayu in Indonesia are not like that, okay? I have an appointment. Thank you for some interesting thoughts. Take care. And all right, thank you, Miss Bunny. Right? What is Melayu? It's they are tribes, okay, Sadia, and the tribes in certain parts of Sumatra, you know, and Riau, and then some of them are in Malaysia, you know. Teach them about God so they can be an atheist. I will have private class with left foot, okay? Send $15 in your imagination. Where are you from? I'm from Indonesia, Anonymous. Where are you from? But I'm not in Indonesia. I'm in Abu Dhabi. Melayu is a 10-dimensional being or deity from the land of the Great Peninsula. I'm so confused. Where are you from, Anonymous? You're from India. Oh, okay. India, Kajol, Anita Kapoor. Why you left your country? Don't you love your country? Yeah. I like my country. That's why I'm flying back, Shay. I left my country because of money, Shay. Money. During my first job interview, I was interviewed as a salesperson, right? As a salesperson in Jakarta, and then so there are 3 managers interviewing me. So Danny, you look like, after the interview, the 3 managers asked me, you look like someone who could work in behind the desk, not a salesperson, are you interested working behind the desk? I said, no, I like to be a sales. I said, I work in the sales department. And they asked, why? Because of money. I said, and they're confused. What do you mean? Well, I said, if I work behind the desk, then I will have the steady salary. It's true. If I work in the sales department and my salary, my income could be more than those people who sit and work behind the desk. And it's like, and they're looking at each other. He's got a point. That answer is a job interview would be failed. Yeah, well, I was accepted, Shay. I was accepted, right? And then after 2 years, I was promoted as a business manager. Because I what's the word? Reach the target, sales target in 1 year. Hello, Namish. Oh, guys, you guys are coming at Egyptian. Hello, hi, welcome. I like your accent. Okay, thank you. That answer is. You are regional director of Deutsche. How do you pronounce that? Deutsche Bank. I got like 250 workers under me. Are you still working there, Shay, or where are you? Okay, so guys, I have to go. Okay, guys, thank you so much for keeping me company, and I enjoy your company. And what's the word? Yeah. So I hope you have a peaceful and blessed day. Okay. Yes. All right. And yeah, just behave yourself, guys. Okay. Peace to everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, peace to all. Okay?